If you're watching this video, you want to see 16 mods that you can install right now on PC and Xbox for Starfield. And I did do a video like this before, and it got, what, 5,000 views? Yeah, we're definitely doing this again. Okay, this first mod that I'm showcasing is called Adoring Fangirl. This basically takes the Adoring Fanboy, right, but makes it into a girl and actually uses AI text-to-speech generation to make the voice lines. All the same voice dialogue, and I actually kind of like this concept because now that AI and voice generation is such a big thing, people are going to be able to make completely new quests for free. Like, one person can make a completely new quest just because of all this AI voice generation stuff. I understand for voice actors it might be bad towards mods, but if a solo developer of a mod chooses to go this route, they can make huge mods by themselves, so definitely go check that one out. This next mod is a Star Wars Starfield Overhaul. Now, I'm going to make this clear right now. This mod is not actually fully developed yet. This is just the concept for it, but what it reads out is awesome. Galactic transformations, faction rebirths, asset odyssey, narrative fusion, just taking Starfield, and this is like probably the most like just ambitious mod for Starfield that I have seen so far, so definitely keep this one on your radar and give it a like and bookmark it if you can. You know, support it, bring more eyes to this mod, because more people that obviously bookmark the mod and like it may actually, you know, increase the actual developer's reason to make the mod, which I'm very excited for. The second that this gets finished, I'm installing it, I'm playing through it, because that would be awesome to completely have an overhauled version of Starfield, but with Star Wars. If I had to choose a mod that would be a guaranteed you have to install, it would probably be this one, Lightsabers. This is amazing, honestly. It not only takes lightsabers from Star Wars, but it also creates their own mini ones from Starfield, but it also takes some from inspiration as well from the Star Wars movies and shows and everything. This is a mod that I feel like really needs to be worked on as well, because to my understanding, it's just the basic melee animations. I would love to see two-handed lightsaber combat. I would love to see actual blocking between enemies. I would love to see a lot more work going into this, but for like, if you want to, instead of going with some boring ass katana, you want a fucking lightsaber, you can, and I love that. The next mod is called NPC Spawner Danger Zone. This one I actually kind of looked into. I thought it was pretty cool. You were able to choose friendlies, choose hostiles. I thought it was kind of cool for a concept of people want to make like little battles between all the factions. I like this, or if you just really like the combat in Starfield, you can practice with certain weapons, test weapons. I feel like this is something that could also be used for videos, where if you want to test weapons on Crimson Fleet, or just enemies in general, or you just want to spawn a fuck ton of like Crimson Fleet soldiers in the middle of New Atlantis and just watch havoc wreak. I mean, it's just a mod that I feel like could be used for just straight fun, or even content creation. The next mod is the kind of mods that we need more of, especially since you can't actually get a pet in Starfield. Nedaba, hopefully I'm saying that right, you actually get a new pet companion who's always with you. Now this companion is actually really unique because Nedaba, if I'm saying it again rightly, like they actually camouflage with wherever you are. So if you're on a rock planet, they'll camouflage the rocks. If you're on other planets, they'll camouflage with those environments. I thought that's cool. I'm pretty sure that's just how the creature works in Starfield. I don't know if that's a modder's decision. If that was the modder's decision, you put in some goddamn effort. But if that's just the game, still. I mean, it is cute to have a pet coming with you. I actually really like this concept, and I hope we get more of it. Like, people could bring dog meat into Starfield even, right? Like, going from a post-apocalyptic universe to, you know what, I'm in fucking space now. We got a fucking space dog. This next mod is called Sarah Morgan New Custom Appearance. I'm not the biggest fan of how Sarah's face is, like, made. So honestly, this new custom appearance, just for me at least, looks a lot better. It does. It points out her eyes a little bit, just makes blemishes a bit less there, and it's just preference. You don't need to install it, of course, but I do like this instead of the original design, because I'm not the biggest fan of Bethesda's design of Sarah, but it's another thing as well. Modders are going to be able to recreate companions in any shape and form you see, so that is also awesome to see that this is already starting. The next mod we're looking at is by SKK Mods. Now, again, this person only makes banger mods. I haven't seen like a bad mod made by this person. It's like one of the mods we just looked at earlier, where you're able to spawn followers, stalkers, you can start combat scenarios. You're able to mess around with a lot of things in the game. And this person just doesn't mess up or fail when it comes to mod creation. I absolutely love the mods this person makes, coming from Fallout 4 and now from Starfield. I'm excited to use this to just start little wars and everything. I'm really excited because just everything that this person makes is a lot of fun. The next mod we're looking at actually allows you to put a gun over your back, which I think is cool, and will also be leading into the next few mods we're going to be looking at, the Gunsling Boost Pack Reloaded. I'm pretty sure you can still use your boost pack, but now it just lets you carry your gun just on your back, so you can look like a proper bounty hunter if you want to roleplay as like a certain bounty hunter from Star Wars, which the next mod will be going into further. The next mod we're looking at actually adds Star Wars armor to the game, and I think this is probably one of the coolest armors and just mod packs I've seen for Star Wars. Like, you have the Mandalorian, you have Clone Troopers, you have Jango Fett, just a lot of really cool stuff here, and going with that back gun system you got going, it will just look awesome if you want to roleplay as like a Star Wars bounty hunter or even as a clone trooper from Star Wars. The next mod is Enenced Mirror. This one just really allows you to put the Enhanced Mirror in a spaceship or in an outpost, so you don't have to go to Neon, you don't have to go to New Atlantis to be able to recustomize your character or use mods. Now, obviously for the mod's sake, you can do this now, but it just makes it easier, and it's just a little quality of life mod I wanted to put into this video because I'm probably going to be using this a lot when I recustomize my character. If you're like me, you like exploring in Bethesda games, and Bethesda, let's be honest, fumbled fucking hard with the amount of points of interest they put on the planets. This one increases the density of them, so there's actually more to do in each mission. Now, what I would love, or planet, now what I would love for them to add, or modder to add, is closening all the fucking objectives. Don't make them 500 meters away, because honestly, it's the most annoying part about Starfield for me. How even if I have to go to like a temple to collect powers, I have to run 500 meters, and I can use stuff like amp to speed me up, but it's so slow. You land on the planet, spend 5 minutes running, and then I do it, and then you just keep repeating that till you have all the powers. It was unbelievably boring. I'm hoping a new mod that maybe will come out soon allows us to actually just directly land at a point of interest that we wanted to go to, and not having to run a solid 300 to 500 meters just to get to it, to kill a few enemies, and then we rinse and repeat. This mod is the start of that, and I'm super excited to see the future of mods like this that actually customize the planets better than fucking Bethesda did. This one I thought was really cool because this is kind of like a new quest line that a modder actually added. It's a 27-part quest called the Kingpin quest line on the Sol system. Pretty cool. There's 12 outposts headed behind the quest. There's a ton of stuff. You're kind of acting as like a trucker. I haven't played the quests yet, but this is one that you will have to pay for, unfortunately, for 300 credits. But it is made by someone who is verified, so this could actually be cool. I'm hoping that, you know, this kind of just adds more content than just 27, you go pick this up and drop it off missions. But it does seem to add something, and for 300 credits, I mean, like, it should be free. Realistically, these mods should be free, but this is something that I want to put in. Look, if you feel like you want maybe to pay for some just extra content that you can play for about an hour or two, something that you can look at here with this trucker quest line. Remember what I said earlier about the Star Wars armors being really cool? Fuck that. This, I'm pretty sure, is Dune armors. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Nomad spacesuits. This shit looks insane. I think this is from Dune. Again, you can correct me in the comments. I think that this is some of the coolest looking armor and spacesuits that I've ever seen in a fucking Bethesda game mod. I think this shit looks so badass, and by giving everyone the options of like a hood or like a space suit with like all the fucking cloaks and shit, I really feel like just having like a very bounty hunter look aspect to these mods and to these spacesuits look incredible. And even by adding new weapons and just the masks and goggles and all the different kinds of helmets, it just makes it awesome. And this is free, right? I mean, you could pay $3 fucking for this trucker mod, or you could get some badass armors, right? It's just the difference here in some quality of this content. It is a big download though of 121 megabytes, but still, definitely I would say worth it. The next mod we're looking at adds a ton of hair and beards, and I mean a ton. This adds so much customization. Like, I just kept going through it. It's almost half a gigabyte worth of hair and just all the beards and stuff. That is insane. If you want to look at your character, make them look like someone from fucking Cyberpunk, or like, this is a highly customizable hair and beard mod that I've seen. Like, the characters that the modder actually created with this as well, going all like the facial features and everything, looks insane. I highly recommend installing this if you don't like the hair options that are in Starfield already and you want to check some more stuff out. This next mod does require you to have the Dream Home perk enabled, but I actually didn't know that they didn't furnish the fucking thing. Now, I still don't know if this is just because the modder wanted to refurnish it, or if you had to customize it yourself, but it looks awesome from the screenshots that I'm showing you through the footage. It does look cool. The kitchen's furnished, you have a gym, you got everything in here. If Bethesda, and I don't know, you can confirm with me in the comments, didn't actually furnish the Dream Home themselves, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you guys? So you gave us a fucking perk, and then you didn't furnish it for us? What is wrong with you? So I'm very happy for Downfall Nemesis here to do it for us if you don't want to spend a ton of resources in order to do it yourself. The final mod we're looking at is the Darkstar Trainees Maelstrom, just one of the coolest weapons I've seen in Starfield, and they really just pimp this thing out. It gives you tons of XP boosts, a bunch of carry weight, but once you hit level 100, it actually cancels it all, so this is a good thing to level up with, but just a very powerful weapon as well that I've been using in Starfield on my modded playthrough. Rips through everything, fast reload, fast fire rate, a lot of fun to use. And that is it, 16 mods that you can install on Starfield for Xbox and PC right now. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy the mods that I showcased, consider leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, letting me know that, you know what, I should make more of these mod showcases, showcasing these creators, and if more mods pop up that are just badass as hell, I can even do specific mod showcases, testing out what they are. I would actually love to do that. I've seen a lot of really cool mods, and just thank you for watching this video. But if you did enjoy, consider leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you choose to. June so far, as of recording this video, I feel like has been the best month for subscriber gain out of my 8 months on YouTube. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.